Hello, hello. They were showing me footprints on the snow, and they said when the footprints melt away. They also gave me a song called Fading, and the artist or the band is called Shallow. And the parts of the song that I was hearing is, why would you go and throw it away? We build it up to tear it down. Broken pieces on the ground. We're damage done, so on we run, holding on to a fading love. So I really hope that this reading is about love for self, but there is a feeling that there is a connecting energy. But what I'm getting from all this information leading to this reading is something is fading away. And it's kind of been the theme lately that my collectives, that they are really coming to the realization of their own worth, letting go of toxic relationships. All right, let's see what's going on. What is going on with this collective? What's the message, please? I would really appreciate if you press that like button for me. It really helps my channel to grow. Thank you so much. Winter, unending. So the footsteps on the snow. The winter is now turning into spring. The snow is starting to melt. The old you, the old things are starting to fade away. Recharging and reflection. And with that red bird, the color red gives me the energy of root chakra, so fear, survival. I feel like that's where you've been doing some kind of reflection, what things or people are providing safety, and who might be giving you the energy of not feeling good enough or even putting you in fear. But also it gives me the energy of someone being left alone. It's not you. I think you claimed your energy, your power back with this one. And the other person is now feeling lost, feeling alone, reflecting on the root chakra energy. Rosemary, the next card. Remembrance, loyalty and faithfulness. These are the qualities you are looking for. And I feel like with the reflection, you've noticed that if you want these qualities with the people that you have around you, you need to have these qualities for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you've not been loyal to other people, but it was about the loyalty for yourself. This is definitely the energy of self-love. You've kind of got bored, whatever these things or this person was, and you flipped the switch in your head. I feel like you are showing loyalty to yourself, you're honoring your feelings, your wants and needs. And definitely if loyalty and faithfulness is something in your core, maybe you've been wondering, maybe all your life, that why these people around me are not reflecting that back. And the thing was that you needed to be loyal to yourself, not putting yourself in situations that weren't good for you. Rosemary is also a herb for hair growth. So maybe you've done something with your hair. But also the energy of growing, healing, moving forward. Let's take one more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That card knocked the incense stick on the table. Fruit, achievement and success. Strawberries might be relevant. Maybe you just ate some strawberries or you love strawberries. I'm also hearing strawberry ice cream. There's a lightning inside that strawberry. And yet again, the color red, the root chakra. I feel like for a long time your root chakra was blocked. And you've had some kind of epiphany about your life, about the situation with a certain person. And it kind of was a lightning to your root chakra, and it kind of burst open. And if we think about root chakra, it's also to do with your masculine energy. Maybe for a long time you were looking for that safetyness, that protection, the providing energy outside of you, but you are now providing it to yourself. You are healing your inner masculine energy. Winter, unending, 6 of Wands, victory, but also the hummingbird. Nowhere to go to find the sweetness of life. This talks about success, achievement, also victory, being seen. I feel like you are finally seeing yourself. And as you can see, the lady is riding this hummingbird alone. You are guiding your hummingbird elsewhere. And ain't that funny that there are 2 birds here? You took your bird and flew away. The other person is still stuck in this winter energy. I'm seeing other birds also here. So maybe you will be finding new friends, new people on this new journey. Let's take one more. Death, yep. You've transformed. Whatever the situation was with this other person, this other bird, you've had enough. You started seeing yourself, putting yourself as a priority, started healing your inner masculine energy. Remember, we all have masculine and feminine energies, nothing to do with gender. But the masculine energy is all about the protection, the providing, structure, goals, and the actions in the physical world. Rosemary. Maybe you just bought a new hairbrush. I'm also seeing this belt buckle. Maybe you're wearing some kind of belt today. Queen of Cups, showing the compassion towards yourself, giving the love to yourself, parenting your inner child. And the seaweed kind of reminds that rosemary. Even though you don't know what comes next, you know it will be better than it was before. I feel like you finally started listening to your intuition. I feel like your emotions, your trauma was keeping you stuck with this person, the love situation. I feel like there's been many moments when you've kind of catched yourself that why am I staying here? It's like your intuition was screaming, move, leave, don't be here. But the emotions just couldn't listen to that intuition, the trauma. Maybe you had some kind of codependency. Your brain kept you in this situation thinking that, yeah, this is my protection, this is my love, this is this and this. I feel like the emotions started getting so hard and toxic that you kind of didn't have any other option than to listen to your intuition. The emotions, the negative emotions were screaming too loud. You might be a water sign. Maybe you like to swim in the lake, in the ocean. Maybe water is your element. And yet again, is it tentacles? The woman's hair. You know, the octopus's tentacles, I think they are. Something to do with your hair. You've done something with your hair, but also hair is very spiritual. I highly recommend to read more about that. It's very important to be aware who touches your hair and what you do with your hair. But anyway, the tentacles. You were spreading your energy to other people, things, and it was draining you. You are a very gentle, kind person. You feel empathy towards others. You understand even your enemies. So whatever this death period was, it kind of flipped the switch that you need to do all these things that you were doing for others. You needed to do it for yourself. You need to provide those things for yourself. You needed to walk away from people, places, life habits, things like this. And it was very, very painful for you. But it was necessary. Without these, you wouldn't have transformed. Two of Swords. Maybe there are times that you are still thinking about this person. Like I said, I feel like you're a little bit, well, I wouldn't say scared, but maybe just wondering what comes next. I feel like this person has been in your life for a long time, so it's kind of exploring the world with new eyes again and breaking the habit of thinking this love situation. It takes time to break out of that habit, but I feel like you've been doing it. You just need to ride with the emotions. Whatever comes up, just sit with them, recognize them, thank them, and just let them go. And break the cycles of that obsessive thinking about what if and what could have happened between two of us and things like that. The fade in love. I feel like you are really letting this love go. The old you, the codependency, the trauma. I feel like you have recognized these things. You are working with these energies and slowly letting them go. The footprints, the snow, it doesn't melt in one night. It takes time. But I feel like this ball has already in motion, so it's gaining momentum. And I feel like you might be feeling new, like maybe when you wake up you're not thinking them as much anymore. Maybe you're not lying in the bed for 20 minutes. You kind of just wake up and start going. Maybe you started new hobby, started exercising, you know. And I feel like you're taking care of your body with the herbs. So maybe you into those holistic medicine things. Getting rid of toxic chemicals, you know, stuff like this. Maybe some of you are studied about nervous system. But overall, taking care of yourself. And the inner child. The strawberry or the fruit, yeah, hermit, going within. Number 9 might be relevant. But yet again, the theme of the ocean and the water. I'm getting the energy with the Queen of Cups here that for a long time, you didn't see the magical self. Like I said with the tentacles, you were spreading your energy, your magic to everyone else, not seeing who you were. And it's flipped because now you have that mermaid tail here. You recognize how magical you are, how powerful you are, how beautiful and kind you are. And with this woman, there ain't no tentacles anymore. So not giving the energy to places and people who don't deserve it. And I feel like there might be, like we saw in the other card, new things arrive into your life with the ships and the birds. So maybe the hermit journey's been a long journey already and you're kind of wondering, when is this going to end? But I'm hearing you're almost there. King of Wands. And the red again. But this woman is very confident about herself. And that wand kind of looks like a magic wand. Judgment is on the bottom. Your life is upgrading. This change that you made is upgrading you, your life. But the snow isn't quite melted away yet. Yeah, the Fool is in reverse. And the King of Cups and the Moon and the Hierophant is in reverse. Look at this. The King of Cups, I feel like this is the other person. The tentacles in the hair again. And here, the legs are the tentacles. So this person, I feel like with this energy, I'm reading these cards a little bit different, but longing, very SEX kind of energy, longing for you, wanting to come into your portal, that's what I'm hearing. But I think this person is really thinking about something. See how that woman is staring that ship in her hand. Maybe this person is thinking about some kind of decision that they made. Really thinking, is this ship in my hand really serving me? The things that I want here. It's just a small copy of the bigger ship. And here is the Fox energy. I feel like this person has done something stupid, made a wrong decision, and they are now feeling it. Maybe they are surrounded with Fox kind of energies, fake people, people that are not loyal, faithful, kind of realizing that you were the one who was loyal and faithful. And they chose these over you. Settled with the cheap copy. With the Hierophant in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, this person wasn't committing to you. They didn't do any kind of action towards this relationship. Kind of just, you know, went along with it type of way. Four of Cups, now feeling sadness, feeling rejected. Well, you made your bed. You made your bed. You need to lie in it now. Let's see what's coming to you. With the Judgment card, I'm kind of seeing that you finally found your wings. They are still a little bit, you know, transparent, but I feel like you are now realizing that you have these wings. You just need to kind of let them pump and, you know, get the energy flowing, the strength to start using them and fly away. I was starting to think about that one song. I think it was Lenny Kravitz's song, Fly Away or something. Maybe you just heard that. But let's see what's coming for you, because you are finally seeing yourself and what you deserve. The King of Pentacles tried to come out. The High Priestess, listening to your intuition, definitely. The Queen of Cups is also very intuitive, so I feel like you might be doing some kind of work, maybe you're a seer or a reader as well, but you know that you can see, or maybe you see, dreams about the future, stuff like that. But there's the ship again. I feel like you are letting your ship sail away, and kind of your higher self is being very proud of you right now. And the red curtains, you finally opened the blockage, the root chakra, the masculine energy. Page of Swords. Maybe you started to study something new, getting new information. I'm also hearing that you are looking for maybe a new job or a new home, or somehow kind of weighing options what to do next, but in a good way. It's the energy of you moving forward, doing the research towards the dreams and the things that you are wanting. This is like building your life again. Justice came out in reverse. Why? The Star. The Emperor is on the bottom, but this is my wounded Emperor, so there's still work to do with your masculine energy. That's why the Justice is in reverse. So building the structure, the safetyness. Let's say that you moved out from a home that you shared together. You are now looking for a new home. You're not quite there yet. You aren't able to, build the safetyness around you just yet. But I feel like you are healing. You're wanting to heal. But for some of you, I also feel like this person might be jealous, angry about you moving on. But I also feel like they know that they were a liar. Gave you false promises, never did anything that they said that they would do. Very jealous about you. Maybe compared themselves to you in some way. Maybe it's something to do with the career aspect. I feel like this person in their mind, they are wanting to build that castle, but they are not taking action towards it. So empty words, empty words. Justice in reverse. 9 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. There's the good Emperor, yeah! And 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. This is the good Emperor. So you are transforming your masculine energy right now. Learning the lessons that I talked about, but also you are now looking at yourself in a different way. You are starting to recognize your wounding, your codependency, the aspects that you were the aspects of what needs to be healed, what needs to be removed. Overall, learning your karmic lessons to become the healed masculine. This masculine leads with healthy logic. They listen to their emotions and intuition as in tools to make the healthy logic decisions. This is also a card of being a boss. Maybe you are in a high position in your career, leading people with fairness, but also the energy of taking control of your own life. Maybe you have your own business. This masculine, doesn't get angry. They're very aware of the emotions and they don't let the emotions overtake them. They sit with the decisions, they reflect. It's like this is the stable, healthy leader energy. And if this is not resonating in your career side, it's just the overall energy of your life that you are now taking control of your own life. You are not letting this person say how to move and what to do. And see, this emperor is actually in the castle. So you are building or you have already built your own castle. So whatever you say you do, you execute. And with the King of Wands, I feel like your masculine energy is very strong. And maybe that intimidated this other person. Especially if there was some kind of comparison between two of you, I feel like you kind of hold that stronger, healthier, masculine energy more than this person. So they might have been feeling demasculated in a way. Do they know that? I don't think so, but it's just the energy. It might feel very intimidating, especially if you have done something with your career, you're very successful, you're a go-getter, you do what you say you do. This other person might have been very envious. Maybe they don't admit it, maybe they don't even know it. But I feel like whatever you might have been sharing with this person, maybe to do with the career, you've noticed that this person kind of got triggered in a weird way. Like saying that, good for you, honey. But there was the facial expression or that tone in their voice that you noticed that that person isn't happy for me. Why is this message coming out for you? That's what I want to know. Why is this message coming out? I'm hearing to create miracles. So there might be something to do with manifestations here. Two of Wands. There's some kind of plans that you've made for yourself in your career, in your life. I feel like this person was somehow stopping you achieving these plans or goals. The world is your oyster, that's what I'm hearing. And the Queen of Cups is sitting on top of the oyster. You are opening this oyster to find the pearl, the miracle. This smells a lot of similar energy than we had in the previous reading, that this person was a huge roadblock for you. I feel like for some of you, there's something to do with social media, so World Wide Web, energy with the world. Queen of Wands. That's your inner masculine and feminine energy working together as a power couple. But I have a funny feeling the Empress is on the bottom. There is the Emperor. Where is it? Now we have the Empress and the Emperor. The King and Queen of Wands. Counterpart energy, but also the union within you. Why do I feel there's something funny going on? Maybe you are destined to meet a new person, your counterpart. Whoa, that's too many. Two of Cups. The twins. Hello. seeds. New ideas, hope, open mind. I can't say that word, but open-minded. Spring is on the bottom. Rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. We had the death card here. Something weird is going on. What is going on with my English collectives? There's been some mysterious, magical, weird readings happening on my table. Something is going to happen after the snow melts away. When this love fades away, it gives room for new. But I'm not sure what is about to happen with the new. So that's why I need to extend this reading. If you want to continue with me, the extended readings can be found on my Patreon, and the link there you can find on my website beautifulalien.com. So go check it out now, and I'll see you there.